One day somebody does something unspeakable to someone else, to someone you hardly knew, and you do something about it, because you can.
We get this story from WDHN News. A Sampson police officer is off the job and facing charges after officials say he assaulted a man with a taser during an arrest. Former Sampson police officer Clayton Thompson was arrested on February 25th and charged with 1 count of assault in the 3rd degree. He was also fired from the Sampson Police Department last month during his probationary period as a new cop, just weeks after starting. Thompson's arrest and termination come after officials with the city of Sampson say he used a taser on a man during an arrest that was inconsistent with department policy. If he was a veteran cop, would he be fired? The man who was tased during the arrest on February 7th, Dante Phillips, says it was a day he will never forget. Phillips says it was a normal evening. He was riding his bicycle back home on the sidewalk until the sidewalk ended, and his bike went onto the road. That's when he saw lights behind him. Body cam footage from the scene shows an officer telling Phillips that he ran a stop sign on his bike.
I never been stopped on a bicycle before.
Well, you are tonight.
For what?
You're on a stop sign, and you're riding on the wrong side of the road.
I'm riding a stop sign.
Yep. You're on a bicycle. You got to obey the same traffic laws as the vehicle does.
Since when did this happen, sir?
I'm not debating all that garbage
I'm
with
just
you.
asking you.
Give me your ID. You're going to step off the back for me.
What did I do, sir?
I only ask people one time to do something. The second time I tell you to do something, I'll make you do it.
You gonna make me do it?
Oh, you 100%.
All right.
Phillips continued to ask, and while asking, body cam video shows Officer Thompson ignoring the question and being aggressive with Phillips while trying to arrest him.
I'm telling you right now, turn around.
I'm asking you why are you doing this
Turn-
to me?
Turn around.
After being handcuffed and placed in the car, the tussle escalated as Phillips was asking the officer to crack the window so that he can breathe in the truck as he is claustrophobic.
Why are you treating me this way?
Stop.
I
Calm
can't
down.
breathe. I can't breathe, sir.
Calm down.
Please, I'm claustrophobic. Stop.
Calm down.
At the time, police charged Phillips with unlawful possession of a controlled substance, public intoxication, obstructing governmental operations, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. However, those charges have been dropped. After a review of the body-worn cameras, the investigation determined the use of the taser being in drive mode did not meet the standards of the police department. That's when the city terminated Officer Thompson, who was trying to resign after the incident.
Said, I have never had this happen to me before. I'm now scared to get pulled over, Phillips told WDHN. Welcome to the club. Quote, the police were being very aggressive with my cousin and doing things that are not ethical. I would say it's not legal. I think my cousin definitely needs justice for this, said Phaedra Bradford, that's Phillips' cousin. Said he was just trying to figure out what the problem was with being on a bike, and he wouldn't tell him what he did wrong. Now, at the time, police charged Phillips with unlawful possession of a controlled substance, public intoxication, obstructing governmental operations, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. Of course they did. Those charges have been dropped. Good. After reviewing the body-worn camera footage, an investigation determined that the way Thompson used the taser did not meet the Sampson Police Department standards. And that was a release from the Sampson City Attorney, Jeffrey Hatcher, who he says, I thank the city of Sampson for stepping up and doing what's right immediately, Geneva County NAACP President James Rutland said. With the help of the NAACP, Phillips filed criminal assault charges against Thompson as it's a civil rights violation. Absolutely. Said, hopefully this is a message to small towns anywhere, but we're not going to stand for this. We have good cops, but we get the bad ones out, said Rutland of the NAACP. An investigation into the incident is ongoing, and state investigators will determine if Thompson will keep his law enforcement certification. The state investigators are with the Alabama Peace Officer Standards and Training Commission, that's APOST, and they're investigating too, and they will determine whether Thompson will be able to work as a police officer again, especially in Alabama. This was in Sanford, Alabama. Rookie cop, and there's so many things going on here. First of all, well, if he's a probationary, you know, when you start a governmental job, city, county, state, when you're a probationary employee, they can fire you for pretty much anything. I mean, you sneeze on someone, they can say, that's harassment, you're gone. You know, because of the probationary status. You're technically not really part of the union yet. So perhaps maybe that's why they just kicked him to the curb. But the thing they said was he didn't use his taser in accordance with departmental policies. And then that was my question. Would a veteran cop be terminated for that? Because a lot of cops violate departmental policy. A lot of cops violate their policies. A lot of them. I filed a couple complaints on a couple different deputies who I found by reading, because you can read the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department Policy Handbook is online. And I read through it and I said, oh, he violated this one. He did violate this one per the words. And you know what they said? We find it was unfounded. We find no violation. Of course you don't. Because you don't want to have that liability of getting sued for them violating department policy. Of course you found it unfounded. So a lot of veteran cops violate department policy, and then when you file a complaint and you quote the policy, you know, their leaders go, well, no, we don't, well, no, that didn't happen. You know, even though it's on camera, right? Even though you record it. I digress. So him violating department policy, I wonder if he was fired because he's a probationary. If he was a veteran, you know, I'm hammering that in because I don't know, you got to get it.